What's up everyone, I'm CallumOnToast, and in today's video I'm going to be breaking down my 497 CP Alolan Sandshrew versus Arlo challenge. This is against Arlo's new Beldum lineup, and I was really proud of this challenge for a few reasons. It's the lowest CP solo that I've done against Arlo so far, and it was using a steel type, so I'm sure most people will probably use ghost types in their low CP challenges. But I decided to use Alolan Sandshrew because of its moveset. So it's got Powder Snow, which is a really good fast move. Obviously Beldum is a steel type, so it resists Powder Snow, but it's also got Night Slash for the charge move, one of, if not the best charge move for Team Rocket battles. It's only 35 energy, and it has a 1/8 chance to increase the attack by 2 stages. And it also deals a decent amount of damage as well. 50 is not bad. It's better than a few of the 35 energy moves like X-Scissor for example. So it's a really good move. And Alolan Sandshrew actually also has access to Gyro Ball, which would hit the Gardevoir for super effective damage, and then Blizzard, which would obviously do a huge chunk of damage to Salamence. But the problem is they're just too high energy for them to be useful, so we're just going to use a single move to Sandshrew in this challenge. So sometimes I do a calculation section for these types of videos, but in this case the calculations were really complex, and I really struggled to try and explain my thought process. So we're actually just going to completely skip that, but what we're going to do is we'll actually watch some failed attempts, and then you can kind of get the gist for sort of how it works even without the calculations, because you can see why it doesn't work when I don't get the right number of fast moves through and so on. So yeah, but I will just say that this challenge was very exact. I had to do it perfectly, otherwise it wouldn't have worked. I had to get a Night Slash boost within the first 2 moves. I had to get 2 Night Slash boosts before I took out the Beldum. I also had to farm down the Beldum with 4 Powder Snows, and then against the Gardevoir I also had to farm it down with 4 Powder Snows, otherwise I wouldn't have enough energy to take out the Salamence. So I had to do everything perfectly, and when you're using Night Slash, which has a chance to increase your attack, for different attempts you obviously won't get the attack boost on the same move. So it makes it really difficult to try and uncharge the right amount, because you know sometimes your Powder Snow is doing this amount of damage, and then if you get the boost at a different time then you'll be doing slightly more damage or slightly less damage. The charge moves, sometimes you're double boosted when you throw the second move, sometimes you're single boosted. It's really difficult, and I spent quite a long time doing this challenge, but that's why I'm so proud of it, because I was able to pull it off in the end. One thing I will say quickly is that I had to throw my charge moves at the most optimal times against the Beldum. So at the beginning of the match, the optimal time to throw the move is actually after 5 Powder Snows, which is perfect because that's exactly when you reach the Night Slash. So Beldum will hit 3 takedowns, and then it will begin the animation for the 4th, but you'll hit the charge move at just the right time to avoid taking damage. And then after you throw a charge move, the optimal time will be to throw 3 Powder Snows and then throw the charge move. And then if you don't have enough energy to throw after 3 Powder Snows, the next optimal time to throw would be after 6 Powder Snows. And this is because if you think that we're using a 2-turn move in Powder Snow against a 3-turn move in Takedown, if we throw 3 more Powder Snows, that's equivalent to 2 takedowns, so we then realign and end up being at the optimal point if we throw 6 fast moves instead of 3. So yeah, now that you know that, you'll understand why I throw when we watch the failed attempts, and yeah, let's get into that now. Alright, so we are entering the battle for the first time, and so here we're going to throw 5 Powder Snows and then throw the Night Slash as soon as we reach it. That way we avoid taking damage from Beldum's 4th takedown. And then here we're going to throw 6 more Powder Snows and then throw a Night Slash, so again we can avoid taking damage. We don't get the boost on either of the first 2 moves, so we just quit because we know that we're not going to be able to output enough damage to actually do this challenge. And you see here We tried to attack at the start, but we missed a turn, and we're not going to be able to do the challenge, so we just quit. And that happens quite a lot. It's a super annoying bug. And yeah, I just have to quit. So we go for the Night Slash again after 5 moves. Throw 6 more. And we do get the boost this time, so we go for 3 more Powder Snows and then throw another Night Slash. And we actually get the second boost, so this is looking really good for us. And we throw the Night Slash here, we undercharge it, but we don't undercharge it enough, and we're only able to get 2 Powder Snows to take out the Beldum, so we know right there that we're not going to be able to take out the Gardevoir or the Salamence. So I was thinking, damn, just got the double boost and I wasted that opportunity. It's probably going to be ages until I get the double boost again, but this was the very next attempt. And we get the boost straight away, so that's awesome. Again, we're going to throw 6. And then throw 3. So we're going to fully charge this one. And then throw 6 more. And now we undercharge this. And then we get the boost. And here we only got 3 Powder Snows, and we actually need 4. But we're double boosted, so we want to see how much damage we can actually output against this Gardevoir. So we're going to throw 4 Powder Snows as the Gardevoir comes in, and then 3 in between each charge move that we throw. And you can see the charm animation going through every time we throw the move. That's because we're timing our charge moves at the right time. So we're looking at that and thinking, yeah, we probably would be able to take it out in just 5 moves. And we just needed 1 more Powder Snow to do that. But now we want to see how much damage we can do against the Salamence. And we actually got the boost again there, so that's quite cool. So bear in mind, we are just single boosted, whereas if we were able to take the Gardevoir out without switching, then we'd still be double boosted. But we just want to get a rough idea as to how many moves it's going to take out this Salamence. So I've thrown 4 now and actually get the boost here, but I don't want to complete the challenge at this point, so I'm gonna let it take me out and then quit. But I'm thinking that it probably only takes 4 charge moves to take out the Salamence because of the double super effective Powder Snows that we're throwing. And we get the boost again here. This was probably quite a while later. And again, we're going to throw 3, throw the move, and then throw 6. And we undercharge this one, and we don't get the boost there. So based on how much damage we did last time after getting the boost, we undercharged slightly too little, and we didn't get the boost. So we weren't able to output enough damage to take out the Beldum. So that was what was really tricky about this challenge, was that we get boosts at different points in time with each attempt. Night Slash has a 1 in 8 chance of getting the boost. So here we get it on the second move. And then this time we're going to throw the 2 Night Slash, and we get it on the third move, so that's great. And then we just randomly undercharge, and that actually worked out perfectly for us. We get the 4 Powder Snows that we needed. So this is looking good. This might be the attempt that we are able to successfully beat it. Again, we're going to throw 3 Powder Snows between each move here. There's no way we can take a Charm at this health. Actually, probably even at full health. Charm does a stupid amount of damage in these Team Rocket battles from Gardevoir. So that's 4 moves, and then here's going to be the 5th one. And we do undercharge this a little bit, but it's not enough, so it's only 2 Powder Snows to take out the Gardevoir, so we're not going to be able to do this challenge, but now we can at least see, you know, how much damage we do when we're double boosted. And you see there, we get it to half health. And we tried a sack swap thing here, but the game just glitched out, and it wouldn't let us pick a Pokemon to come back in. But that's fine, because we weren't going to take this attempt anyway, as we messed up. So we exit there. So into another attempt. Again, throw the Night Slash after 5. We get the boost. Throw 6 more Powder Snows. We get the second boost. And now we're going to get a nice. Throw 6 more Powder Snows. And then we're going to hit another nice. And that's too much damage, so we have to quit. So on the first nice we hit 4 swipes, and then on the second nice we hit 3. And now this is the actual attempt that that's successful, and we're going to see what we do differently here. So I'm going to play it in normal speed. This actually looks like it's in slow motion now because of all the other clips, but this is what it looks like when I'm doing it. So we get the boost on the first move, so that's ideal. We throw 6 Powder Snows, then we're going to throw the second move. And we get the boost again. So this is exactly like the previous attempt, we just have to undercharge a little bit more. So instead of doing 4 swipes, we just do 3 swipes here. And looking at the damage we do there, we're thinking that we just need to do the exact same here. So we're going to do 3 swipes again. And it actually ends up being the perfect undercharge here, so that's great. We take it out with 4 Powder Snows, that's the maximum amount we can get without taking any damage. So we're going to throw 4 Powder Snows here. We'll throw 3 here. And we remember that last time we got onto the Gardevoir, we didn't undercharge enough. So what we're going to do this time is we're actually going to undercharge the 4th and 5th charge moves, because I feel like it's easier than just undercharging one single move. So that's the 3rd move there, and now we're going to throw the 4th move. And we're just going to hit a great this time. So 6 swipes. And that's looking pretty good. You see here, we just get to the 5th Night Slash. And we're going to throw a great again. And it ends up being the perfect amount, so we can throw 4 more Powder Snows. We actually lagged a little bit there, and I was getting really worried that they'd get the charm through anyway. But it was okay. And now we throw 4 Powder Snows here. And again, we're just going to throw 3 Powder Snows between each move. So there we get it to half health. And we're just barely able to get to the final Night Slash, and this actually won't KO, but a Powder Snow or 2 will take out the Salamence after. And there you have it, that was the challenge. So if you enjoyed today's video, leave a like, leave a comment letting me know. This challenge was really difficult for me, and I was actually, well, you probably would have seen it's raining in game, and it was raining in real life. It was actually absolutely chucking it down. I was standing under a tree, so that was okay, but the Pokestop was actually slightly out of reach, so every time I failed, I had to run out in the rain quickly, spin the stop, and then enter the battle again. But yeah, I'm super glad it worked in the end. I actually thought about taking a few of the attempts where I did one sack swap, but I knew that it was possible, so I carried on in the end. And you can see at the, if you look at the time, it was like 8:30 in the evening when I finally finished this challenge. I think I probably started it around maybe, I don't know, half 6, 6:45, so spent a good few hours trying this challenge. But yeah, super happy I pulled it off, and I hope you enjoyed this breakdown video. And with that being said, thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.